In our show today we have Mary Peters, writer for the Lonely Planet guidebooks and author of a new book, Nobody Travels Anymore.
Thanks for inviting me.
Mary, thanks for coming. Now Mary, what do you mean by the title of your book? Surely there are more people travelling than ever, aren't there?
There are more tourists going to different places, but that's not the same as travelling. For me, there's a big difference between travellers and tourists.
Can you explain the difference between tourist and traveller then?
A traveller travels on the local buses with the local people. He or she eats in the same restaurants as the locals do. He goes to the market to argue about the price of something. He experiences the real country. A tourist, on the other hand, travels in an air-conditioned bus or cruise ship, gets off, has a quick look, takes a photo, then gets back on board and moves on to the next destination.
But many people prefer to be tourists, don't they? They want to have hot showers and nice hotels. And if they have limited time, then it's quicker to see different places with an organised tour from a bus, isn't it?
But I think they don't really see the place. They are there, but for them it's the same as looking at it on YouTube. It's sterile. You don't interact with the place.
But is interacting with the people always good?
But I think they don't really see the place. They are there, but for them it's the same as looking at it on YouTube. It's sterile. You don't interact with the place.
Can you give us a specific example of what you mean?
Sure. Years ago, I used to travel to Bangkok in Thailand, and it was all exciting because you couldn't understand the language and the food was exotic. You didn't know what you were ordering. Nowadays, it's full of expensive restaurants for rich tourists, and all the menus are in English. You can order pizzas and hot dogs, and the waiters all speak better English than I do. All the fun has disappeared from travelling. You see the same things if you go to Belgium or Brazil.
But it's a good thing that people can see things that 50 years ago would be impossible. And it also helps a country that receives tourists.
Well, yes, but how much of the tourist money stays in the country? If you travel with the big companies, not very much of your money actually goes to that country. Maybe only 10%.
Mary Peters, that's all we have time for. Thank you.
Thanks.